Hey everybody. I've been like overdue for a vlog for however long now. I'm so exhausted. I don't even want to make this vlog right now, but I'm just like it's been too long. I've sat here for like 4 days now, five maybe in a row that I'm just like I need to vlog because I want to stay active in it and I don't want to get too far away from it, but I've just been like so busy. And when I finally get home, I just don't want to deal with it. I mean, and like I'll always be like, okay, I'm gonna do it here in a minute, and then I'll get distracted and I do it. And so yeah, there's really just not a whole lot to report though right now. My business is up and booming like really well. I took this leap of faith. Um, I mean, really, I took it before I eventually got locked up, but uh, I really jumped back on it whenever I got out. And it took me about a month, though, to kind of like get my bearings on some things. But then eventually, yeah, I just started to um, go for it. I really feel like in my spirit, God was calling me to do these things. And I had so many people to practice on while I was locked up that actually it was kind of like a blessing because it's so easy for me to say that, oh, well, the people that I've practiced on for free, like, oh, well, it's just because I know them and they must have at one point in time told me these things, so it's not real. And then I would just do that over and over and over with people. And like, even if I barely knew them, I would like justify that, like, oh, well, they must have just told me that at some point. But I don't know how many times God's got to be like, hello, like, time is wasted here. Like, we need you to get moving. So I have my page, I have my emails. If you're interested in a reading and you're local to the St. Louis metropolitan area, or the Metro East, depending on how far, you can book appointments with me. I prefer a week to 2 weeks prior just because I have a really busy schedule always. And so, but you can email me at bewokebooking@gmail.com. That's BEWOKEBOOKING, bewokebooking@gmail.com. And that's where I can kind of like set up appointments and I manage my calendar and all that good stuff. Um, what else? I've lost, I'm down like how many pant sizes now? I think I said like 14 or 15 pant sizes down. You know what really fucking sucks though is because like I lost like 200 pounds and I had to fucking gain like 50 to 60 of it back because of this medicine my doctor put me on. Luckily, he took me off of it and gave me something else because I was like, dude, I never feel full when I take this, and I never feel like I just don't. I've never been one of those. I've always been bigger, but I've never been one of those people to like just eat and eat and eat and eat and munch. Like usually I eat to just nourish my body. It's what I've been doing for a long time since I started my weight loss journey is just eat to nourish my body only and nothing more. And when I first got out, it was like, oh my God, I have access to all these things. So I'm just going to eat them all. And like, really, it was a side effect of a medicine because I just like, I literally could never get full, like ever. So, anyways, hopefully that's taken care of. It seems to be working just fine. And I couldn't be more happy about it because it's like curbing my appetite. Unfortunately, there's days like yesterday and the day before where I like almost pass out because I've actually forgotten to eat. But sometimes it just makes me not even hungry at all. I think I'm so hungry right now because I'm so beyond tired. I mean, like I am tired. I could fall asleep on this keyboard like right now. But I just thought I'd blog. I went to my friend's wedding and it was an awesome time. I think I posted a vlog to that. I made a vlog about a situation that I was talking about that really wasn't cool with me. Oh, look, there's my buddy. Hi, buddy. How's my buddy? Hi, buddy. It's my buddy. Oh, you kiddo. He does his little head roll. Hi, buddy. Buddy? Is that my buddy? He cracks me up. Hi, buddy. Come here, buddy. Come here. No? Okay. I think he's going to stay on the couch. But if he comes over, I'll have him introduce himself to you guys. His name is Knucklehead, which is a terrible name. My mother named him. But I call him Nux for short. Anyways, I'm trying to stay on track here. Business is booming. With that being said, the next things on my list of like what I'm trying to accomplish before the year ends is slowly but surely coming together. I have to speak this Sunday at my home group. I guess I don't have to, but like literally my sponsor and everybody's like, no, you need to. So no one can like hold a gun to my head and be like, yeah, you're speaking, but pretty much will be disappointed in me if I don't speak. So my home group's at Choose Life on Sundays and Thursdays. I'm sorry, guys. I'm not high. I'm not fucked up. I am so tired. I can't even think. So I'm just trying to vlog because I have not seriously in like quite a while. But yes, my home group is Choose Life. It meets on Sundays and Thursdays. Sundays 5:30 to 6:45 and Thursdays 6:45 to 7:45. We mainly celebrate birthdays on the weekend, the Sunday date. Don't ask me why. It's just kind of like how we do things. I have a really great home group, so I'm looking forward to seeing them. Unfortunately, I can't go tomorrow though because I have a session planned for somebody. So, like a counseling slash reading session. So I can't, unfortunately. I usually like to book other dates besides Thursday, but this one in my spirit has really been telling me like, no, I really need to do this tomorrow if it's still a go, which it usually is. But like my clientele is booming like crazy. For anybody that sees this, if you know anybody that needs a reading, if you guys come together, then it's kind of like a buy one get one half off type deal. So like initially it's like $60 an hour, so a minute or $1 a minute basically. Um, and then anything after that hour is kind of like conditional upon what we may need to talk about. Some people are less than an hour. But if let's say that it's $60 an hour for one individual, then you bring a friend into the mix and it's another $60. Well, if you both come together, it'll be buy one, like get one half off. And so it'll just be like $90 for two people instead of 120, I believe. Yeah, 120. So I think it's a fairly decent deal. I just got to make sure that those are scheduled on proper timing and just let me know whenever you need. Usually I travel too, depending on the person or situation. And so those things are always discussed later. Sometimes I bring them here into my home. Other times I, go other places. So if you're seeing this and you're interested, those are my prices as of now. But I thought it was gonna like be too high and that people weren't gonna come. And my teachers were like, no, like you deserve that, and that's what I need to charge. So, excuse me, I gotta take a drink. Okay, sorry. They're like, no, that's what you deserve. So, um, that's like the bare minimum. At least charge that, And so I was like, okay. And I understand why, because it takes so much out of you, so much out of you. I've cried like several times all day. My anxiety's, oh, sorry, switching subject. That's my business information update. So if you have any questions, concerns, like I said, email this stupid pen. If you have any questions or concerns, email me at bewokebooking@gmail.com. That's BEWOKE booking, BOOKING @gmail.com. And like I said, I usually like a week to 2 weeks notice. It just really depends on what day you're choosing and the availability that I have. So I can't believe I have this much clientele like already, and it's just awesome. Like I truly am grateful for what God's blessed me with and for what happens whenever I'm allowing healing. And it's not just a reading, it's if it's astrological counseling, if it's couples counseling, I've done couples counseling, I've done astrological counseling, I've done healing art therapy, music therapy, um, some of a massage therapy, but that's not totally my thing. That's only happened one time, and it was on a more personal, not a happy ending, but like on a more personal basis, like it had to do involving like their hands and forearms because they were storing so much energy there that they kind of needed that blockage to be moved. So I helped, through like some Reiki and, some, I guess, spiritual elements allowed some cleansing for this person to heal. So that's what I mean by that. But, anyways, moving forward, I have a really busy week and I'm celebrating my year clean this Sunday. I'm getting my coin from my sponsor. It's Labor Day weekend. It's the second, the Sunday, the 2nd of September. I can't believe it's already going to be September. Like, what the fuck? Um, I also can't believe I have a year clean. Like, it's so great. Um, I really thank God for everything that is going on in my life. Oh, I got no makeup. Like, do I look shimmery as fuck or what? I like totally dig it, but I also kind of look like I feel like I look like a drag queen. But like, I don't really care because it looks fucking awesome. Like this stuff, dude. However, I do have glitter everywhere, like legit everywhere. So yeah. What else was I gonna say? Anyways, yeah. So I talked about my business. I talked about the exhaustion. I talked about anyways, any of this stuff, vlogging and just where I'm at, but I'm really okay. My year's coming up. That's what else I was talking about. I got to do something twice this week that I really needed to do. Um, I did something where I put something on social media that honest to God, I don't know if I was just because when I feel this tired, like sometimes I guess I just didn't know. Like I know this sounds like bullshit, but I made this post, right? I have a blog like where I write specifically, and it's very like it's a lot more private than vlogging or being on social media. So I wrote this thing out about how I felt about a certain situation and just kind of like my views on everything and I was just feeling really down and confused and I just didn't understand things and so I wrote them down, well, typed them out. So I did that and then in return I fucking don't know what happened. All I know is that like I get this message from this person that I was insinuating, even though if you're not that person or you weren't close to that person, you would never know that that's who I was talking about. But they knew, they saw it, and they knew that it was them that I was talking about for number one, but for number two, it was made as a public post. So I like, in a non roundabout way, like character assassinated them, so to speak, with my own thought because I was mad or frustrated in the moment and I didn't understand things and I don't have the peace about it today that I don't like today I have peace about it. And I'll get to that in a second, but then I didn't. So I was writing about it and I don't fucking know how. I swear to God on my life, I don't know how this made it to social media and it became a public post and I mean, like, first this person messaged me, I guess, like the day after, and I'm like, great, like, they must have seen my blog or something, and, backlash, awesome. This is not what I need right now. But then, and so I told them I wasn't going to read their message, like, no disrespect, but I'm not going to read their message. Because I just was like, I'm not going to justify what I'm saying or doing because I don't really think that I have to. It's a free country, freedom of speech, whatever. Um, and then I saw that I wrote this fucking thing on social media for the whole world to see. And I just was like, oh my God, like, are you kidding me? I felt so bad. Like, I don't care if my personal feelings were involved or not. Sorry about the noise. But I don't care if my personal feelings were involved. I don't care if they were only meant for me. I don't care if, um, I could just go on and on. But what I care the most about is that that's not okay. And so I had no intention. My friend had asked me to go to a meeting with them tonight, their home group, and so um, I willingly but kind of unwillingly went. I just had this weird feeling in my stomach, like this is not going to be good. I had no idea who was going to be there or anything like that. I just was like that I haven't been to that meeting since it was like in the basement and they all sat in a huge circle. Like that's how long it had been. So now they were upstairs and the whole place smelled like fucking BO. But anyways, nonetheless, I'm there and I see this person that I harmed in the meeting. And so as if I didn't have 17 panic attacks already today, which is why I think I'm so tired and I worked my step and blah 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 blah. I felt so fucked up over what I did because regardless if we're friends or not, like that wasn't okay what I did. And so I had to at least go up to them and ask if I could talk to them for a second, totally expecting a no from them. Like knowing them, I wouldn't be surprised that they said no. So I was prepared to have a no. So when I actually after I got over the panic and fear and approached them, I was able to talk to them. They said yes. And so I was able to talk to them and we kind of came to an understanding with each other. And it just felt really good to do that, not for pride and ego for purposes at all. It was because I needed to clean my side of the street because, like I said, no matter under what circumstance, that's not okay. Like, it's just not okay. It will never be okay. I expressed to this person too that I did something like that on purpose about when I had like 2.5 years clean. And my sponsor was like, I'm coming over right away and we're talking about this. Like, and moral of the story was my sponsor pretty much broke down to me like this behavior isn't okay. It is not okay to character assassinate someone on social media. A lot of people might see it as like cyberbullying, and though I didn't necessarily cyberbully this person because like I said, you had to have either known this person or been involved in this situation or person to know that this comment thing going on was about this person. But that doesn't matter because it was wrong in the first place. So I don't mean to roll my eyes. I just mean like, it just doesn't matter why. It matters that I did it. And it matters that I needed to tell them that I was sorry and that I meant I was sorry. And that just felt really good to do. Not actually really at all. Actually, I felt totally uncomfortable and like really stupid. And I felt like, I don't know, I felt a bunch of things, and I've been so emotional lately. I've even by practicing all this vulnerability that I'm going through and doing with my vlog and so on and so forth. Like, man, I feel like I fucking cry about everything sometimes, but it's like maybe somebody once told me that, when I cry, especially when I feel like for no reason, I'm crying for others in this universe that can't cry, that won't allow themselves to cry. And when I put it like that, I'm okay to take that swing for them, because I know what it's like to be trapped in a mind where you feel like you can't be yourself and that you have to be someone else. So if all I am doing lately is crying for other people that can't cry or will not allow themselves to cry, then so be it. But I say that because I got really emotional when I talked to this person, but nonetheless, I did it, and it fucking still sucks because I still did what I did. But at least I got the opportunity to talk to that person. I had no idea they were going to be there. Maybe it was God, maybe it wasn't, I don't know, but it happened. And then the other cool slash, well, this one's cooler because, I had promised somebody something like 2 years ago, maybe a year and a half ago, a year, I'm not really sure. And I never came through on that. And I was able to earlier this week pull through on that promise. Um, Unfortunately, it didn't happen when I said it would happen, but nonetheless, those are like two major things that I accomplished this week that I'm just like, okay, this feels fucking good. This is what doing the next right fucking thing feels like. And when I'm telling you guys that recovery works and the steps work, like I worked my step today with my sponsor. I'm not sure if I said that already, but like the steps fucking work, man. And recovery works and meetings work. And I hope that if I ever fucking thought of getting high again, that I come back and I look at this message and I tell myself to fucking do not use. Like it's never gonna be okay to use. It's never gonna have a good enough reason. You're never gonna be satisfied enough. Like it's never going to be good enough ever. So don't do it. It's not worth the handcuffs. It's not worth the freedom. It's, I mean, when I relapsed and threw away 8 years, I was a couple months shy of 8 years clean, and I used and I like OD'd like 23 fucking times and flatlined every time that we know of. There's other times I've woken up in a bowl of an ashtray or a bowl of cereal. Let's not talk about all those terrible times, but there's that. And I was in 5 car accidents in a matter of 6 or 9 months, excuse me. And like I'm still alive. So something obviously out there told me I had to be alive, and that probably the only way to fucking get through it would be to arrest me. And even then I didn't stop getting high until I made the choice through God's grace to stop using, because I just knew nothing changes, nothing would change. So that's where I'm at. And I can't be more grateful for that because life does feel really great.